your host and spiritual teacher, Tamara Caulder Richardson. I've had 6 near-death experiences and multiple spiritually transformative experiences. I'm also an evidential medium as well as Christ Chandler. And welcome to the Seeking Heaven Show and welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about how to shift hurt to humor. And I have 4 different techniques for you. So if you've been hurt by what someone has said to you, or it could be anything. It could be you're going along your day and it could be someone says something that's hurtful, or it could be, my gosh, even on social media, someone could say something hurtful. So I wanted to first define, what is it when a person, when they are hurt. And that's when someone you feel like that you're mistreated or you're spoken to in a poorly or in a disrespectful manner. And it can be purposeful or not, but we get our feelings hurt all the time. These are just little quick ways to keep moving on. These are little techniques that I've used and I thought I would pass them along. So before we begin, I want to talk to you about humor and why humor is so important. And I did talk about before, if you look at the episode before, about humor and laughter and how it raises your energy. It actually helps your health. It really does a lot of things. It connects us as human beings. It makes you in touch more with your body. It raises your serotonin levels. It helps you with stress. It helps you to fight off disease. It just has a lot of bonuses. And it's a physical stress release when you laugh. It's just like crying. It is a release. So one of the things I want to talk to you about with the humor is, really what is humor? And it is an ability to be funny or to be amused by things that are funny. And so we can use imagination and humor together. And it's important to use our sense of humor. That requires us to use our wit along with it. And it also helps us downplay awkward moments. I mean, I don't know if you've ever been in a meeting or in a business situation and something awkward comes up, or in the business meeting and you make a joke and go, oh, well, and then you so-and-so, and then it breaks the ice. Everybody starts laughing. So, of course, this is something that is used a lot, but we forget to use it. We get so serious. But laughter also is amusing and is entertaining. I mean, honestly, you can entertain yourself. I entertain myself a lot. I laugh at my own jokes. How strange is that? So this is something that we just need to remember. There are little things, and it's about keeping a lighter heart and having a little bit more at ease. And it's a way of putting you in control. And then you can, at least even if in a gentle way, and it's also a way for you to own your own feelings and control it, because otherwise we're being a victim and letting other people's hurtful things affect us in a way that it stops us with our life and what we're doing here. And we definitely don't want to do that. So embracing your own inner wit can be your best friend. So one of the things I wanted to go through and give you some techniques. If you're hurt, it just doesn't have to be like some big hurt, but just passing along in the day, you see something hurtful, and so it doesn't stop you. Here's some little techniques that can help you. So the first one, and this would be on the 4 techniques to shift from hurt to humor. And number 1 is first of all, comfortably look at the situation. And that's, what you've got to always do it. Look at it and, really ask yourself, what was it that hurt you? Was it an unkind thing? Did they undermine your integrity? Did they roll their eyes? Did they bypass you when you raised your hand and said a question and you were overlooked? Just find out the thing that bothered you and trace it back. Is that the only thing, or is that a pattern of something that's being done? And then that's something else. Then you might want to look at my gaslighting thing. I have a 7-part gaslighting series, so you might want to check that out. All free, spiritual shorts. So what you can do is you want to be able to find out what is the thing that upset you, that hit you wrong, that someone said. For example, what was the thing and how did it make you feel? Did it make you feel unworthy, sad, betrayed? Did you feel like, wow, I thought they were my friend, or I thought they really appreciated I did that, but I guess they didn't. Whatever it is, find out what that thing is. Then look at it. Okay, so you've identified it. The second thing would be turn your hurt scenario into a comedy skit. This is silly. These are silly things Tamara does with her time. So what you can do is it's a way to move out of the situation, and it's using your imagination. So we're going to play a little game. Is you can pretend that you're aliens in a spaceship and you are looking at the scenario of what really happened. That's one way that you can do that. You can look at it so that way you're not so in the situation, and it's a little bit easier to handle. And so what you could do is you could look at it in this way, and as an example, you could say, from an alien perspective, looking at the two human bodies, which you're one of them down there, you could just remove yourself and look at it from a distance. That really helps. And that is something that you can do. And you could say, wow, those humans are really having a hard time understanding one another. That blonde over there is trying to talk down to that brunette. This is such odd behavior. And you could look at it like someone else is looking at it, but why not just go ahead and pick something way out like, wow, this is really strange behavior, and look at it in a different way. Look at it from different viewpoints. And that you're going, wow, if someone walked in the room and heard that, they would go, wow, she was pretty nasty to me. They're like, wow, that doesn't make her look so good. But the aliens in space is always helpful. The third thing is use your imagination, tapping into your own humor in the situation. So what I guess I'm asking is for to look at whatever the hurtful thing was, identify it, look at it, call it aliens in space, but you're looking at it from a different perspective. You can also look at it, someone's walking in the room, or if you were watching it on a TV, like a TV comedy skit. And you're just looking at different viewpoints of it and different angles of the situation. And so the next thing is you're going to try to make humor out of it. So you're going to look at the same situation in a different way. There's different ways you can do it. You can look like it's a comedy skit. You can look at now the person, the same scenario, but have the person dressed in a clown suit that maybe that's yelling at you. Now it doesn't seem so serious, right? These are just little tricks to lessen the magnitude it has on you and to your psyche. And so that's one way. You can imagine the person with a funny suit on. You can imagine everybody in the room naked. That's a good one. Especially, people use that one for stage fright. Imagine everybody's naked out in the audience. I don't like that one because it's weird. I'd like to be able to visualize, like when I'm on stage or I have to do a presentation, is that they're all my friends. They're all in my living room, and it's up to me to make them feel comfortable and welcome and entertain them and be a good hostess and have a good time. And after all, I know my living room and my space the best. So, it puts me at ease. So I just make it like it's my living room, even though it could be 1,000 people out there. That's how I do it. And it works for me. So getting back to the making the situation a little bit more humorous, a clown suit, a funny hat on. You could imagine in the room a juggler in the background bouncing balls. I'm just giving you ways to use your imagination. You can also look at this as a crime caper thing, and the person that hurt you is wearing a spy outfit and like interrogating you. It can be really, you can try to make humor out of it. So it just lightens things. It lightens the charge attached to the hurt, the emotional charge. So the fourth thing would be, finally, you could just start laughing. You could start laughing about the situation after you've looked at it from different angles. And then you can laugh at the situation. You could just do the laugh humor, and you can start laughing. And that's a way to take your control back. It's like laughter yoga, and you can start laughing about it. But, to me, it's basically taking out of what we think is reality and putting altered reality with it with humor, and it lessens the blow. Then, it depends. Is the hurt unintentional? If it is intentional and repetitive, obviously you want to really look at it seriously and decide, do I want to be around that person? Or if you have to work with them, you can just say, well, I'll be nice, but, I'm not going to any extra lengths if this person is not very friendly. So, but these are just little techniques that you can use. It could be even if you have family or if you have kids, they say something that's hurtful. These are just little playful ways you want to be able um, to look at a scenario a little bit different, because not everything people say to us is meant to be malicious. Sometimes we just take things wrong. So this is just some fun. Remember to laugh. Remember to have joy in your life. And also pick up a new activity, watch a funny book, or read a funny book, watch a funny movie, laugh. And we just don't do enough of it. And please continue to subscribe, be a part of this channel, which is my spiritual community, where I have these free spiritual lessons. As they come up, I'll present them. They're always short and something just to get you to reflect and think about your life that can help you. I also have spiritual guests. I'm also spiritual. I've had all these experiences, so I will definitely share that with these things as well as with my guests. And I just invite you to also, to help support this channel by not only liking and comments and sharing, but financially support. It's very expensive to run a channel, and I put a lot of time in my own personal finances into it. So consider being a channel member, especially with the $24.99. My love leaders, we meet once a month, and they get 90 minutes to 2 hours of intuitive life coaching with me, which is, I'm an International Evidential Medium and channeler. So what a deal. So consider that. And even if you just do a one-time donation or whatever you can, it is much appreciated. And you are much appreciated. Thank you so much, and have a happy, fun-filled day. Let the love shine through you. Much love. Bye. Please subscribe, like, and make comments, and support this channel by becoming a member. Thank you for your continued support.